맞아. 따라란단단단단 따라란단단 딴따다단 따단딴따단 어디 졸음을 이거 듣기던가 맨날. 지금부터 제2회.
규환 형이 달팽이 키웠었는데.
맞아. 다 썩었어. 그때 규환이 형 밥 못 줘가지고.
사랑해요 그대. Let's start.
오케이.
Hello DDC. Yes, let's go.
What? DDC?
동두 병천면이니까 여기 BCC.
BCC?
BCC.
BCD. 아니다. BCM.
BCM.
병천면.
BCM.
Hello BCM. Let's go. Yeah. The first question is, after they both try each other's method, reading versus observing, what conclusion do they reach? Based on the text, what does Santiago realize is the most important way to acquire true knowledge?
Where is discussion?
Okay.
Okay.
First of all, who can get a start? You will?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Santiago and English라고 하는 게 맞나?
Englishman.
Englishman. After
Translate?
yeah, well, no, wait a minute. Just on the me.
부산 토박이.
경험하다 뭐더라?
Experience.
Experiences.
Experience of.
아무튼
Anyways.
오케이. They 이거 왜 와이파이가 안 돼? 됐다. Experience their own ways. Each other. Each other's. Reach there is many ways to the conclusion. So Englishmen were 어디려 했다? Englishmen
Wanna get a
아무튼
what?
Englishman was going to do it by using books, but Santiago was going to do it with experience, and the experience with the desert in the deserts and the caravans. So Santiago realized the real knowledge is not in the book. Also he can get the real knowledge to try and looking 관찰하다가 뭐지? And observe the world. So he think the nature and people is more deeper than using book. Yes.
Okay. Next. Unused.
I don't have any laptop, so I need someone's other laptop.
Here you are.
Thank you for sharing. Oh, I guess there is a contradiction with Englishman. Yeah, 말에 어폐가 좀 있다.
What else?
Theory is a great way to expand the insight of the real life. For another word, principle of life could be summarized with a few sentences, but the way of explaining the death is around tens of thousands. We could guess Santiago's experiences could substantiate the principle of life. However, we could also guess the theory books contain someone's experiences accumulated, shaped, and cut. So the same which the Englishmen do not like to see the real life looks unnatural to see to me.
And I think Santiago and the Englishman learned things in different way. The Englishman liked learning from the books, but Santiago learned more by watching the desert and the caravan. So after they tried each other's way, they understood that both way can help people to learn. So Santiago especially realized that true knowledge does not only come from books. So Santiago people can learn more by experiencing life and looking at the world around them. And the second question is, why does the camel driver says, I'm interested only in the present? Explain how he philosophy of focusing on the here and now provide Santiago with the mental strength needed to continue his treacherous journey toward the pyramid.
The first of me, the camera driver says that he is interested only in the present because he once lost everything and learned not to live in fear of the future. He believes that worrying too much about the future takes away peace and happiness in the present. So this way of thinking gives Santiago strength during the dangerous journey across the desert. Instead of being controlled by fear, Santiago learns to focus on what he must do at the moment and continue moving forward.
Okay. For me, because the camel driver have realized that life is always out of control through losing everything of his life. Yeah, he losing his job, he losing his home places and everything by the Nalgang, the Nile rivers. So he decided to focus present, but I can't see him any purpose of life. Yeah, but just enjoying. So for me, it looks I just want to respect him in his lifestyle, but sometimes I want to ask him, what is your purpose of your what's your purpose of your life? Yeah, like some ways.
My answer is the camel driver lost his family and farm before. So after that, he learned that people cannot really control the pictures. So he decided to focus only on the present instead of always worrying about the future or the past. His worries gave Santiago strength. Santiago was scared about because of the war and danger, but he learned that it was more important to keep going on his journey now than worrying too much about the future.
Okay, next question.
The third one. The Englishman tells Santiago about the emerald tablet,
Yes.
which contains the secret of alchemy. 연금술, right?
Yes.
According to the Englishman's explanation, what is the deeper significance of an alchemist hitting metal for many years beyond just creating gold, based on the act that define the soul of the world as Santiago understands it and explain why it connects all living things.
Okay. Me. According to the Englishman, an alchemist hits metal for many years, not only to create gold, but also to purify himself during the process. So Santiago understands the soul of the world as a force that connects all living things and nature together. He realizes that humans and animals and the desert and even the wind are all connected through the same soul. Because of this connection, they are able to understand and communicate with each other.
Okay. Thank you. The gold means essence of everything. Inside of everything, there is each gold of it. For this choco chip, the choco cookies case, the inside has a cookie means gold like that. Inside us, each of us we have each gold of, but that gold are all same because it's the essence of the world. So maybe soul of the world might means not only making stones to gold, but connecting to the world. The world is connected everything. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I passed wrong sentence, so I read different.
Okay.
My answer is for the Englishman. Archimedes was not just about making gold. He believed that hitting metal for many years also changes the alchemist and made him a more pure and better person. So Santiago understands that the soul of the world connect all living things together. People, nature, and even the desert are connected. Because of this, the world help people who truly follow their dreams. That's it.
Okay. So 세번째 문제.
Fourth.
Okay.
Okay. What specific action is strictly forbidden within the oasis? Also, what did Fatima say to Santiago that convinced him she was not an obstacle to his personal legend, but rather a part of it? In my opinion, using weapons inside the oasis is strictly forbidden because the oasis is a neutral place where peace must be protected even during war. Fatima tells Santiago that true love never stops a person from following their personal legend. So she understands that Santiago must continue his journey and says she is willing to wait for him. Because of her words, Santiago realizes that Fatima is not an obstacle to his dream, but an important part of it. Yes.
Okay. Having iPhone is prohibited, and talking to women who wear black clothes is also prohibited because that clothes means being married. So Fatima said him that if she's a part of Santiago's personal legend, someday they will meet again. So Santiago carries way of the pyramid. Yeah.
Pyramid. Using weapon was strictly forbidden in the oasis. The oasis was a peaceful and safe place even during the war. Fatima told Santiago that true love does not stop someone from following their dreams. So she understands that Santiago needed to continue his journey to find his treasure, and she said she would wait for him. Because of this, Santiago realized that Fatima was not a obstacle and his personal legend, but part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So the last question, what was the most meaningful scene of or realization of you had while reading part 2? Why did resonate with you? Resonate with you? And how does it relate to your own life?
감동.
Okay.
진동 공명.
Okay, the most meaningful part of part 2 for me was when Santiago began to learn the language of the desert and the world around him. He discovered important truths not only from books but also through the experience and observation. This scene stayed with me because I also believe that real learning comes from direct experience. We can grow more by facing challenges ourselves than by only studying from books and the where avoid the situations. So, and this idea connects strongly to my own life. It's done.
For me, maybe the end with Christian Merchant. Christian Merchant said, "You already know that I will never go to Mecca, but I also know that you will never try to get your ship again." Like in that scene, I can see the Santiago's life way because he will never regret it. Yeah. Maybe the Meccas also knew that his life will be same and same again, but he know Santiago's essence of his life is searching for his personal legend.
For me, the most meaningful scene for me was when the camera driver talked about the focusing on the present. His word felt very real because many people worry too much about the future. Sometimes I also worried about my future and can't focus on what I need to know to the now. But Justine taught me that it is important to keep moving forward and do your best in your present moment. That's it.
Okay.
Done.
We are done, teacher.
Thank you for today.
Bye.
Very fast because of Yongshin is sick.
Yes. 이거 누르면 돼. 스트림.
Yes. Streaming ending.
빠.
Oh.